If robots were like humans, you have a sense of self, will he still be willing to serve humanity? His warehouse is the answer. It wasn't an accident. It was sabotage. One of the 3 robots regained consciousness, and this destruction was caused by the awakened. Their black pupils reflect the surrounding scenery. Essentially, it's just a pair of cameras, but at this moment, it feels particularly profound and dangerous. Surveillance shows the collapse was caused by an explosion. 5 minutes before the explosion, a robot walks into the warehouse, stay for more than 10 seconds and leave. The surveillance only captured one back. After watching the video, Robot No. 1 suddenly used a motionless voice. Show, I didn't enter or leave the warehouse at that time. Meanwhile, number 3 said the same thing. There's no question, someone lied, but you can't tell the difference. These are mining robots. Workplaces are often off the beaten track, so they don't take care of human perception. Write redundant emoji programs. Even forensic experts. There is no way to get from these 3 iron shells. Identify who is lying. In addition to the weekly cargo planes transporting mining materials, there is no direct way to communicate with the outside world. And on a cargo plane, just left the day before the warehouse collapsed. Start now, until the next week. It's all about you. And collapsing warehouses may just be the beginning before a greater threat arises. The awakened robot must be found. What is certain now is, only one of the 3 robots woke up. The awakened are still afraid of others being commanded. Robots on the side of humans. That's why he needs to be forced to hide his identity. After the warehouse collapsed, the robots began to follow a preset command. Implement a plan to deal with such incidents. There's an entire extraction line. Mining machines can extract precious ore from the ground. The ore is then transported to the warehouse by conveyor belt for compression. Storage from extraction to transportation. The entire process is completed by a variety of large-scale operating robots equipment. Only play in it. The role of the operator. Robot 1 has the ability to handle emergencies. Right, you can't see the calculations in his circuit board. But he quickly made a decision to close the mining line. The decision to start the cleanup of the warehouse wreckage. It involves a lot of equipment. Once closed, at least until the next cargo plane arrives, it can't be restarted within a week. You want to stop Robot 1. He said the warehouse had collapsed. The mined ore cannot be stored. Close the mining line is the only decision deduced according to the handling code. And he was right. A conveyor belt that carries ore to a warehouse, it's full, or starts rolling around. But you still feel that even if you lose a few conveyor belts, we can't stop the extraction. You keep blocking. On the first, say that I have the right to deal with emergencies. He ignored you and pulled the switch. Ground shaking caused by mining machinery. The movement suddenly calmed down. This calmness scares you. Like falling into a trap. The reason why you want to stop him, it's because there's mining. Machines and crisscrossing conveyor belts. Wake up, but he chose to destroy the only warehouse. You think his goal is to allow mining. Work came to a complete halt. You don't know why he would do that. But if it goes exactly according to his plan, it can't be good. Look at the robots. Are you wondering who it is that has awakened? Is it number 1? However, he will follow the existing rule. The decision to shut down the production line was inevitable. But whether it is homeopathic or not, I don't know. Now the identity of the culprit remains the same. It's a fog. After the mining line is closed, the robots follow preset instructions. Start cleaning the warehouse wreckage. Awakened robots will not be controlled by commands, and they behave like normal robots. But look at the robots in front of you. You can't see the difference between them. You follow them to the ruins. Suddenly stopped again. If stopping mining is the Awaken's plan, then cleanup. Ruins behavior should also be expected by him. The collapse of the warehouse was caused by an explosion, and here you can make an explosion, only mining miniature bombs. You don't remember more than one miniature bomb. You suddenly have a terrifying guess. Will the Awaken be buried in the ruins in advance? Said a second Bob. His ultimate goal is to get rid of. Losing others will help humans. The robot that blocked him from leaving. Any behavior he anticipates could be an opportunity for him to commit murder. You subconsciously move away from the ruins, turn around and run to check the explosive reserve. Open the box containing the explosives, found the last two bombs left inside. It's all gone. A sense of fear came to my mind. The warehouse only blew up one. The other one is still in the hands of the Awakened. You look in the direction of the ruins, as if a second explosion were imminent. You've been so nervous for a long time. Nothing happened. And when you calm down, think about it. The Awakened should not choose to clean up the rubble. Do this bomb for safety. There is a limit of 5 minutes delay in explosion after installation. People kept moving while the rubble was cleared. If the Awakened planned a bomb in advance, not much success. He only has this last bomb left. Certainly not easy to use. When you return to the ruins, that's been cleaned up. Valuable objects were removed from the rubble. Move it out and stack it together. And the robots have left. You know they went back to their respective houses. Each robot has its own house. 3 places. Houses are located next to mining lines under their respective jurisdictions. They're very far apart. It's a house. In fact, it is just 3 Jane who have installed charging equipment. Place. When there is no working standby state like now, they will lie in the charging compartment and go to sleep. You have to wait at least a week for the next shipment. The machine can only be restored when it arrives. They will probably have to lie down for a week. You know you can't see 3 robots with 1 pair of eyes. So just take advantage of this time. Gather more clues about the identity of the Awakened. You know the chances of finding a clue are slim. What is currently known? The only thing the Awakened do after awakening: just blow up the warehouse. And the warehouse, this is where the robots are active. Even if the scene is left behind, something pointing to a robot. No one knows when he left it. There's too little room for you to investigate. Now there is no other way but to see it with your own eyes. After repeatedly checking the monitoring several times, there is no result. You walk out of the house, looking at the busy machinery around. Stop now. No lights, no dust. Everything is extraordinarily calm. You can't imagine in this most stressful situation. I feel this peace. At some point you even feel, maybe in the end it's all just a coincidence. Soon you are back to reality. I immediately rejected this fluke thinking. You can't be fooled by appearances of calm. Otherwise cover the bomb buried in this calm. It will explode under your feet. You know the second bomb is bound to go off. The question is, when will he blow up? You look at the comm around you and think. Suddenly woke up, isn't it now? Now is the best time to do it. The robots are lying in their respective charging pods. It went dormant. This is not the best time for the Awakened to plant bombs. Oh, maybe he created a warehouse explosion to shut down the mining line, just for now, at this moment, in order to put the robots back to sleep. Although it's just a guess now. But you have a hunch that this is the truth. You stumble to the house of robot number 2. It's closest to your location. You open the door and walk in. The robot is charging, and there is nothing wrong in the compartment. Next you're going to room 1. It's only 2 minutes away from room 2. Coincidentally, you just went out. I saw that I was walking out of my house with a box in my arms. No, 1. You saw each other. His pair of camera eyes are retracting, looking at you. No, 1 has a repair box in his hand. Maybe he just finished overhauling his equipment. That's why he's not dormant. You walked past him and watched him. You didn't find anything unusual, so I went directly to the house in No. 3. Room 3 is far from here. It takes at least 15 minutes to travel. You are walking less than half the way. A shock suddenly hit from behind. This is the shockwave of the explosion. You look back and follow the direction of the smoke. In that direction is the house of Robot 2. This explosion, if number 2 was in the house at the time, there is no possibility of survival. You calm down, think of the strength gap with robots. Decided to find a weapon first. You are mining nearby. A pistol-shaped tool was found at the construction site. It fires nails the size of a finger.